Hi everybody, Melissa Klein here, and this is the exciting conclusion of restoring frayed brushes. This is where I started, as you can see, very worn. This is where I am now, where they have sat overnight, and after using dish soap to just sort of shape and try to form them best I could with my fingers. So now all I'm doing is just taking ordinary water, ta-da, and just sticking them all in there. Now I'm a little hesitant for the really small brushes. I'm kind of cherry picking them out because I really don't want them kind of sitting in there and getting like side points. If you leave, especially fine brushes, sitting in there like sideways, they'll bend and stay that way. Medium to large brushes is fine. Now, the one with the red handle is the one that I was kind of the most concerned about because I just couldn't get it to stick with the dish soap. But I really tried. And it's got a couple little hairs sticking out of there. The rest of it, though, I will say looks much, much better. So now what I'm doing is I am going to put everything underneath a magnifying glass, and you can see kind of better what the bristles look like as soon as we get the focus happening in there. There we go. And I kind of find this is a handy tool, so all I'm just doing is taking a little pair of scissors, just a fine paring thing, and I find it better to actually use the scissors to cut the hairs out rather than pull them, because my theory is that when you pull them out, then you're kind of loosening all the hairs in the ferrule, and then it doesn't work so well. And I know from experience with using that brush that actually was a really good deal with that. And here I'm just kind of going through the various brushes, rinsing them kind of off camera, or a little bit you can kind of see, and just going again and again with it. I think if I wasn't filming, I might actually just use these, rinse them underneath running water with the kitchen sink. Although it is kind of nice to let everything sort of soak and give it a chance to reconstitute or whatever. Very similar thing with this brush, where I feel overall like, hey, it actually did come back very nicely. You can see there's a little hanger hair there. That other square brush with a dark thing, I've never liked that brush. I'm like, what are you doing in my thing? And just giving that a little snip. So that's just part of the deal. This brush I don't think actually reformed that well. I kind of feel, though, as I was cleaning it or rinsing it and stuff, it feels like there's just some stuff in there that maybe it never really got cleaned well. That's another one too. That's one of the, I believe that's one of the sable ones that I just never really, I always find that it's not springy enough for me. Or sometimes it might be a squirrel hair one, which is like a soft brush. I'm sure there's people who do magnificent work with them. But for some reason, there it is. A lot of times, again, I'll get things that are set. And it had somehow gotten frayed, even though I barely used it. A lot of times I was struggling. Oh yeah, here I am coming back to that one. I thought, I'm just gonna let it like sit in there a minute and see if maybe I can just rinse it good. So I'm just like going on some of the other brushes. Now these brushes, though, the script liner brushes that Blick puts out as their scholastic thing, I really like, and they're responding really well to that. And then there's my problem child with the black handle. I'm like, why are you not doing what you need to? Later on, I did clean it out under running water, and it actually did kind of come around much nicer. And the thing that I'm really happy to say is I feel like all these brushes are way nicer than when I started out. So there's with the soap, and ta-da! I'm really, really pleased with this trick. So hope you enjoyed, hope it helps you. Have fun.